Good morning, everyone. This is the news for Wednesday, October 1st. Last night, the U.S. Senate failed to pass any appropriations bills to keep the government funded, and as such, the government has shut down. In the last test vote the Senate took, 2 Democrats voted with Republicans, Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania and Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada. Independent Senator Angus King also voted to keep the government open. The House is not currently in session, so if the government is to reopen in the next few days, the Senate must pass the House-approved continuing resolution. Additionally, the Jewish holiday Yom Kippur begins tonight, and as such, there will be no votes in the Senate from sundown tonight through sundown tomorrow. Democratic Senator Dick Durbain of Illinois is declining a Lifetime Achievement Award for support to immigrants that was offered to him by the Archdiocese of Chicago. Cardinal Blase Cupich made that announcement yesterday. It comes amidst backlash from Catholic bishops around the country who decried the award due to the senator's continued support for legal abortion. Cardinal Cupich said the Archdiocese is not softening its position on abortion and that the, quote, right to life still needs to be defended without compromise. Pope Leo XIV was asked about the situation yesterday, and he said, quote, it is important to look at the overall work that a senator has done during 40 years of service in the United States Senate, end quote, and that he understands the difficulty and tensions that many face. Brooklyn, New York Bishop Robert Brennan is urging Catholics to contact Governor Kathy Hochul to veto New York's pending assisted suicide legislation. The Medical Aid in Dying Act, passed in June, would allow terminally ill adults to request medically assisted death if signed into law. Brennan says the measure targets the poor, vulnerable, and those with mental illness and contradicts Hochul's own suicide prevention efforts. He called for improved palliative care and support instead of assisted death. Catholic leaders and ethicists warn the law could mirror Canada's high rates of premature deaths among vulnerable groups. It's the beginning of a new month, and new laws are taking effect across the country. Tammy Trujillo reports.
In Florida, Troopers Law makes it a felony to tie up and abandon a dog outdoors during a declared natural disaster or evacuation order. If you ride an e-bike in Connecticut, you'll now be required to wear a helmet. Also in Connecticut, towns and cities will have the power to take more action against street takeovers. In Ohio, it's illegal for police to use quotas for arrests and tickets. And in California, companies can't use artificial intelligence systems to impersonate licensed healthcare professionals in video calls or online chats.
The MLB postseason is underway. The Detroit Tigers took Game 1 over the Cleveland Guardians in their American League Wildcard Series Tuesday. Later, the Chicago Cubs beat the San Diego Padres in the National League Wildcard Series. Meanwhile, the Boston Red Sox beat the New York Yankees, and the LA Dodgers took Game 1 over the Cincinnati Reds. That's the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley.